And also, I want everybody to know, if you want to know what I was working on yesterday, I was working on an app. I call it OINK. For those of you that like stock options, maybe you'll like this. Guess what OINK stands for? Like piggy bank, OINK. Like an OINK is options income calculator. So since so many of you are asking me things like, well, how do I make $1,000 a week selling options? How do I make $2,000 a month or whatever? I said I should just create like an options income calculator. So with this OINK, you can put in a stock, and it will show you. It'll ask you, do you want to make money weekly or monthly, and then it will tell you how much money you can make based on certain outcomes. So I did that. I was working on that the last couple of days, and it should be ready the next few days. So those of you who are interested in options, feel free to go to drboyceprime.com, and I'm going to release the piggy, and we can go out here and get rich. All right. So a few things about dividends I want you to know. So the first thing is that dividends are cash flow. So what dividends represent the companies paying out money that they have earned. They've earned this money, and they're giving it back to the shareholders. So when a company, one thing you got to remember is that when you own stock, you are the owner of the company, not the managers, not the CEO, not the vice president. You own that company. They work for you, which is pretty powerful, right? So literally, if enough black people own shares of a certain company, well, that's kind of a black-owned business. Like that, if you buy shares of Microsoft, that little section of Microsoft that you own is black-owned. That's because you're the owner and you're black. Now that's different though, obviously, from you having direct ability to influence their hiring decisions and things like that. But shares do allow you voting rights in many cases. So to that extent, you have some ownership in this behemoth of a company. And so what happens is that the company, when they make money, they have to decide, what do we do with this money? Do we hold on to it so we can reinvest it and grow the company, or do we pay it out to the shareholders, let them have their money back so they can do other things with it? Well, that's what a dividend is. It's the company giving shareholders their money back. And so companies that tend to pay dividends tend to be companies that are not growing. Growing companies are like growing babies. They want to scarf down all the food, and they so when they get the financial food, when they make the money, the growing baby needs the money to keep growing. Small companies don't pay high dividends. A lot of tech companies don't pay high dividends, especially growing tech companies. But mature companies, what they call like companies like that they might call dividend aristocrats, like Coca-Cola is one. Coca-Cola loves to pay dividends, and they pay really big dividends, and they've raised their payout every year for over 25 years. Johnson and Johnson is another company that's considered a dividend aristocrat. In fact, I made a list of high dividend stocks. I will send that list out to you guys via text. So make sure you're on the text list for this class. Just text the word morning to the number 87948, and you'll receive that via text. Morning to 87948.